Hello, hello.
Hey guys.
Hey,
Welcome to our April live stream, everybody. We're happy to have you here. Just oh,
happy to be here.
good. I'm glad. So we have a fun show planned for you guys today. We're gonna kick things off with our take on Natural Selection Island. As a lot of you know, I'm sure there's currently a contest happening where all of you get to choose who's going to be the next animal to be in not in Mesozoic Valley, in the land garden. We'll go over that a little bit soon, but after that, we'll be talking about the Beyond. We'll also give you a little sneak peek at our rock expansion, and and we're also going to share a couple fun features of player content. You guys have been making some fun fan art and some fun memes, and we want to share that with everybody. So let's start off with Natural Selection Island. Now, there have been some losses on the island, and I think it's important to remember those beautiful souls that could have possibly been in the game, but alas, will not anytime soon.
Rest in peace.
Let's take a moment to remember the hyena, the meerkat, and the cobra. You fought well. You fought well. I hope people aren't too heartbroken about these additions leaving the island, but I was happy to see that some people still wanted them in the game. I know that we had quite a few people on our team who were expecting the hyena to win, so the fact that the hyena was the first to go was a big shock to us. So
just a quick one. Yes, in the chat he says he loves the new setup for the camera.
oh, thank you very much. Yeah, we're trying something new. We're as you can see, we have like little borders around us. We're little trait icons. Look at us.
Yeah.
You can unlock us.
Please unlock us. Please unlock me.
Please get me out of here.
Please help me.
So thank you for noticing. And thank you everyone who has been participating in Natural Selection Island. This contest wouldn't be possible without you guys, and it's all up to you as to who's going to be in the game. So that comes to our final contestants. This upcoming week is going to be our final vote before it's the finals, and that is between the peacock, the capybara, and the bat. I know that the peacock was a pretty popular selection in the first round. The peacock won by a landslide, but I'm gonna give you some insider info right now. The peacock barely scraped by the cobra in this last round. So if there are any peacock lovers here, I'm letting you know.
The bat really gotta pull your weight.
Yes, that is true. The capybara and the bat are really gunning for first. They're pretty much neck and neck. So it's looking like it might be them in the finals, unless if the peacock team really pulls ahead and rallies together. So good luck to everybody, and good luck to these contestants. We're really excited to see who's going to end up being added into the game, and I know our 3D artist is looking forward to modeling something new. So
that vote is coming up on this Monday?
Yes. That our next contest is going to be on Monday, and then you can vote as soon as the post is published on social. You can say on the comments who your favorite is, and that counts as a vote. And then you could do that all day Tuesday, and then we announce on Wednesday who is going home. So after this round with these 3 animals, this upcoming Wednesday, there will only be 2, and that'll be the finals the following week. So it's exciting.
Very cool. So we'll know in just about a week from Monday who the final winner is.
Yeah.
And then this winning animal will get added to the tree, and we'll probably have a trait or node or 2. So it'll get its own 3D model and probably an evolutionary trait. I've got to say I'm most excited about the bat because we just finished telling the story of aquatic mammals that talk about mammals going back into the ocean. And we have a whole section on birds, so it would be interesting to describe a little bit about the small group of mammals that are able to fly and get into the sky.
Yeah, I'm kind of rooting for the peacock to kind of just try and scrape back in between the other two, but I mean, if you want the peacock to be in there, you really need to show it because it's on its last legs.
Yeah, the poor little peacock started strong, and now he's like Icarus. He flew too close to the sun. Um, but I think I'm rooting for the capybara, honestly, because I would love to see the capybara appear in the land garden. Maybe it would go for a swim because capybaras are really good swimmers, but I think that's a best case scenario. So we'll see. And again, that's if the capybara wins.
Yeah, capybara would be great. I think it's a glider also, which is
Mhm.
the first mammal you unlock. And right now we don't have any trophy animals in gliders, so it'd be great to get another animal there.
Yeah,
So we'll find out soon.
they're technically large rodents, right?
Yeah, no.
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
I think one of their closest relatives is the guinea pig, which makes sense. They do kind of look like a big guinea pig.
They definitely do look like big guinea pigs.
Which is why I love them, because I love guinea pigs. So good luck again to everyone. And thank you for voting again. We're really excited to see how Natural Selection Island will unfold.
Yeah, make sure to vote on Monday.
As some of you may know, we have a rock expansion that's coming out. And if you don't know about it, you should check out our Reddit page. It's full of information about it. But I'm sure a lot of you also know, based on the information we provided on that Reddit page, that, yeah, this was just our April Fool's joke. Happy April Fool's, everybody.
Happy April Fools.
So I'm sorry.
Yeah, if we were really to do this, it would be a lot more in depth, as Andrew said. It would be like what, sedimentary and igneous.
Igneous, yeah. Yeah, we actually, when we were thinking about this, we think it would be pretty fun to unlock all those different types of rocks, like quartz and so yeah, I know for our geologist players, they were probably a little disappointed when they found out this was not real. So maybe one day in the future we might do some rocks.
Yes.
Yeah, and we do appreciate all the feedback on people like, oh, it's so sad that this is an April Fool's joke because this looks really cool. It's great feedback to have that feedback. So
Yes,
thank you guys.
I mean, just keep in mind, everyone, this whole chart that we made, this mock-up that's totally fake, is totally made up, hack and slash together. It's not incredibly scientifically accurate, so we would give you a better expansion than this if we were going to be releasing a rock update, but the Beyond is more of a priority for us right now than rocks, so but thank you for your enthusiasm. We really appreciate it, and knowing that a lot of people were excited for a rock expansion, we'll keep it in mind for the future, most definitely.
Victor Light says, release the rock cut.
We will. Maybe. We'll see. We have a lot planned. And speaking of a lot planned, I think it's time to go into the Beyond and share with everyone what we have in store. I thought we could kick things off with the planet unlock system that we've been talking about. This is just a little section of a pop-up that would appear when you do unlock a planet, but Andrew, if you want to go into more detail about it, I know that you know more of what's going on than I do.
Right. So this screenshot here is a look at one of the requirement pages for unlocking a new planet. So for players that are familiar with the Mesozoic Valley, you get these missions that occur a lot. And a mission will say, like, collect 100 archosaurs or 25 stegosauruses, maybe take a photo of something. But you have these requirements that when you complete them, you get a geode in the game. We like the mission system in the Mesozoic Valley, but we want to make sure the Beyond and the solar system is kind of different. So with this, we're thinking more to get a new generator you have to unlock a sequence of things. And sometimes it's story based, sometimes it's leveling up planets. So I think for this one, you're probably unlocking. This looks pretty deep. This might be out into the Kuiper Belt, because they're asking you to unlock Uranus, which means you would have already unlocked Uranus. But in order to unlock the Kuiper Belt, you'd have to collect 8, level up Jupiter to level 8, level up Saturn to level 4, collect 2 Uranuses, and get a total stardust of 10,000 stardusts. By completing this quest, then you get access to the Kuiper Belt and you can unlock that next generator. So we're really excited to experiment with this type of mechanic, which we'll be testing soon. This next shot is, so after you completed one of these requirements or these quests, you would then get access to the next generator. And then that generator can be bought using Stardust. So this is a screenshot of Neptune unlocking. And you can see, yeah, you can see the new celestial body opening up, and then the sun is in the background. Each of the major planets and moons and comets will get a new life sequence. That's one of these animations the first time you open it. Yeah, that's kind of the cinematic that occurs when you unlock it.
Yeah, I know. You can go ahead, Andrew.
And sure. And for people that, I don't know if you guys have seen on other streams, but the garden for the solar system is going to be completely 3D, and you'll be able to spin it around and select the planets. So once this new life sequence occurs, you'll be able to zoom out, and then you could select the sun, you could select Venus, you could go back to Neptune and spin it around. As you unlock the moons of Neptune, you'd also be able to select the major moons and then see that moon and kind of rotate it around. We also want to highlight certain facts that are related to the planets, so those might also show up on the garden too, but we're trying to figure that out.
Oh yeah, that would be super cool. I know we've been playing around with whether it's like you unlock multiple planets or if you upgrade a planet. So if we're able to add a visual component to that, that would be cool, but we're still very much in testing for all of that.
Yeah, this is the idea the moment, like, because the planets didn't form the way they are right now. It took them, I don't know, millions and millions, maybe even a billion years to kind of spin around the sun and kind of clump together, almost like our rock expansion. They weren't formed right away. So it would be fun to illustrate some of that process as you're creating the solar system. We talked a little bit about, at least with the inner planets like Mars and Earth, maybe showing the planet kind of form as like maybe just a bunch of rocks in the beginning, and then getting more spherical, and eventually maybe even showing some of the surface of those planets as you're unlocking them. But we're not sure exactly how to do the visuals yet for that.
Yeah, first things first, we have to figure out the gameplay. Speaking of more gameplay, this is one of my favorite parts that I'm really excited about. Ryan has been hard at work implementing the constellation system.
So this is a shot of the tree here. So the like in the dinosaurs or in the main game, there'll be a large tree component that you're unlocking it up. So it starts there with our sun, and then you can see the next planet, Mercury. But off to the side is a node called constellations. And the constellations will allow you to unlock different constellations in our system as you're playing through the game. These are kind of little side quests that allow you to unlock the stars that are in constellations. And these, once you complete a constellation, it'll then give you kind of a boost to the overall production that will carry over as you do prestiges in the system. And these constellations, I don't know, Emily, do you have the other shot of the constellation system? Okay, here we go. So this is the first mock-up we have. So this is really based on the 12 astrology signs. There's a little debate internally how deep we should lean into the astrology stuff, because it's a little less scientific, but we do want to show the actual stars that are in the sky. So this will be kind of where you collect those stars as you complete missions in the main game. You'll earn star bits, and those star bits will get populated into the different constellations. Once the constellation is complete, you'll unlock that. It'll hopefully also show up in your garden, so you can almost see see these things where they're really located in the star system relative to Earth, and then those will give you a boost. Yeah, so I can already see people in the chat saying like, make sure Orion's in there, the Southern Cross. So this is what we were debating, like, because the astrology stuff, like, it's cool. A lot of people are familiar with it, but it also leaves out a lot of really important constellations. So I think, yeah. So we're still thinking about that. But,
well, I'm glad to hear that a lot of people in the chat want to see additional constellations. So maybe if there's a way to add more to this chart. I would be really curious to see Ryan play around with that some more.
In Andromedan galaxies. Yeah, and so in that garden view you guys saw earlier with the Uranus opening up, so that's going to be like basically a solar system view. I don't know if you've played with other solar system apps where you can kind of fly around the galaxy and view different planets and kind of zoom out. That whole garden is going to have that vibe. So it's essentially a model of the solar system in the galaxy. So we want to have, if you unlock a star, like if you unlock the North Star, we want you to be able to look up and see the North Star where it should be in the relative to our solar system. So when someone mentioned the Andromedan galaxy, it would be nice if you could kind of rotate to where it is and kind of know, okay, it's basically over there.
Yeah, that would be really cool. Though I do know it seems like it would be a pain to implement into the game, but if we're able to fit it in, that would be so cool.
It's definitely not easy, but you know, getting a rover to Mars was not easy either. So we're gonna
the things we do for science.
Yeah. I think it's just really fun. Like if we're unlocking stars, like I want to know, like every star has a specific place in the galaxy. So if I unlock a star in like a loot box, I want to see that star in my galaxy. And I'd actually like to be able to travel there and see if there's planets or whatever. So, but there is a lot of stars, so we're weighing the complexity and stuff. But yeah, I can't say Andromedan galaxy. Sorry. How do we pronounce it? The
Andromeda?
Yeah, Andromeda. There you go.
I don't even know if I said it right. I butcher words all the time, so I apologize. But this is a screenshot of our dispatch mission system again. We've actually been heavily debating about how to get the dispatch missions more involved in the core gameplay and how much they should be. So we would really like to hear from you guys what you want from the dispatch missions, what you expect from them. We're thinking like anywhere between them just being like a totally side mission that you can access in the menu where you can collect more currency, or having them be ways for you to unlock like planets or satellites.
So the dispatch missions they're kind of longer term things. So this is an idle game, so sometimes you might log in a few times a day. So with the dispatch missions, you could start up a dispatch mission and then it might complete in like 2 to 4 hours. And the question is, these are like a little, I don't know, we wouldn't want to block the gameplay for 4 hours. So they might be more like side quests. Like you might be researching a new moon off Saturn, or researching phenomena like solar winds. And then once the dispatch mission is complete, you may unlock like the solar wind trait card or the moon off Saturn. But these will be kind of related to the main story progression of fleshing out the solar system. There'll also be, so along with these story dispatch missions that again follow the main progression of the solar system expansion, there'll also be kind of more economic dispatch missions that you can use to just optimize your production. So these would include just doing a research mission that will get you more dark matter, which is kind of like the mutagen in this space, or you could do research missions to just give you like more geodes. In in this version of the game, the geodes are actual stars. So in the screenshot, you can see down below data geodes. We have red stars, blue giants, and I don't know, medium stars. Those stars, when you unlock those, they give you the different traits that allow you to upgrade the production.
Very cool. Yeah, I know. I'm really excited to see how the dispatch missions are gonna play in the Beyond. We're still playing around with the gameplay mechanics for it, but it's really exciting. I don't know. It just feels so different from everything else in the game. So I hope everyone enjoys playing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, it's something that we haven't seen in the game before, and just having that little bit more variety really helps, I think. So.
And then the dispatch missions. So we're talking about the solar system expansion right now. So originally, when we concepted the idea of the dispatch missions, we were really thinking about probes going out into space. So this could be satellites that are sent out to Jupiter to do research, or even sending a spaceship really deep out into to go to another star like Alpha Centauri. And we still plan on doing that for the kind of the civilization or sentience side of the solar system. But for the beginning part, which is the solar system and creating the beginning of our, like, the celestial bodies, we don't have satellites yet. They haven't been kind of invented in this phase. So we're seeing this more as like researching the planets, or maybe if you can imagine a person on Earth observing the sky and maybe learning more about it, and then seeing a new moon, or understanding a principle of gravity or something. These research missions will be themed in that way for this phase of the Beyond. Whereas later, these dispatch missions will be more like sending probes out into space.
Oh yeah, that makes me really excited. So all of this imagery that you see is all still in testing. It's not finalized. So if you see some spelling mistakes, don't worry, we'll work on fixing them.
Oh yeah, so somebody said Hubble mission. So yeah, that's a really cool idea. So when you unlock the Hubble telescope, that might give you access to some new Hubble missions, and it would be great to theme them like along the lines of what Hubble was used for. So if there was some specific type of research, whether it was looking at a certain galaxy, it would be fun to really theme, like, you got Hubble, now let's do a research mission that Hubble actually was used for.
And don't worry, I'm sure our writer Nisa will definitely find a way to sneak in a Star Trek reference somewhere. It may not be a joke, but it'll be a reference for sure. So that's pretty much what we have to show you all about the Beyond. We hope you're as excited about it as we are as we continue developing for it. So I know our team is really excited to get it to you guys. We are thinking about when to be releasing it on beta, so we'll be keeping you guys posted when it's available for a public beta on social. Speaking of social, I thought it'd be fun to start sharing some fun community content that you guys have all been creating. Reddit and Discord have been on fire lately, and I just wanted to take a moment to share the stuff that they've been making with all of you. This one, I don't know how to pronounce this person's username. It's a little complicated, but they make memes, and they're on Reddit. They're memeing it up in there. And I thought this one was really funny. Because, yeah, it's relatable. The simulation takes a long time, and you do need Mesozoic Valley to improve that, whether you want it to or not. But still, I like the dinosaurs.
Wait, I got confused with this one. Okay, now I get it. Okay, so the guy, I don't know why I forgot this format. Okay, so the first astronaut's looking at cell singularity, and the astronaut's like, dang, this is taking a long time. But then the other guy is like, no, I'm the Mesozoic Valley. It always, like, I'm going to take even more time, so you're going to have to do it forever. That brings up one question about how long is the Beyond going to be? I think it's going to be less long than the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs are quite grindy, and they go on for a long time. So we're hoping that the space content is is not as much of a grind. It's we want it to be a little more core to the main story. So probably about half the size of the Mesozoic Valley, not including all the prestiges. So if you think the first 50 ranks, probably we want the, I don't know how long that takes. It takes about 6 to 8 weeks to actually do it if you're pretty serious. So we're hoping that the Beyond in its complete state will take about a month to beat.
Yeah, and that's just the first phase.
Well, the two phases. I think in two phases,
the two
probably
phases?
take a month. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It depends how much.
I see.
How long it takes.
I see. We haven't been talking too much about the phase 2. We've been focusing on phase 1 mostly, at least on my side. So.
Yeah. So this is kind of a new for people that have been following the Beyond a lot. So it is going to be split into probably 2 pieces. The first phase will be the solar system. Again, where you're unlocking the planets, the moons, comets, really just like learning about the solar system and potentially beyond our solar system. And then the next expansion really is about humanity's kind of movement towards space. So that includes kind of our things like rocketry and space technology, like satellites, the International Space Station, something you might see in an air and space museum. And then that will conclude with us going into more science fiction territory where we're trying to colonize outer space and kind of harness more of the energy of our solar system. But that's phase 2.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's the part that a lot of people are the most excited for. It's cool. It's the great unknown. We aren't as educated about that as we'd like to be, and so I think the phase 2 is going to be pretty exciting to develop. Albeit pretty difficult. Lots of theoretical science happening there, but I think it'll be fun to research. Anyway, we went on another Beyond tangent from this meme. So thank you. You know who you are if you're in the stream. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this. It's like ABGEFAKTE memes. Thank you.
Yeah, I think this is my favorite. Usually, my favorite segment is seeing what everyone's come up with and just made. Any fan creations or fan art of the game. It's always super nice to see. So keep making things.
I agree. Well said, Bradley. Yeah, we have such an active community, and it's great to see you guys be so enthusiastic about the game. We really appreciate all of the content that you make for us. It really makes our day. And this is by King Cell for Life on Discord. I think this might be our #1 fan just because of that username. I don't know exactly how this tree works, but it's pretty to look at, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, I like the visual. It's more abstract. Like there's no words, there's no actual traits on them, but as an information graphic, it has a lot of neat categories. So they have the different backgrounds. You get the water, the dirt, the grass, space, and then this artist is using different shapes. So they have circles, squares, and diamonds for stuff. So they've taken a lot of the elements of our tree and kind of abstracted them. I think that's great because we spent a lot of time trying to figure out the language of our information graphic for the tree. So it's nice to see someone else kind of explore that. And it's even got the human brain in there. So
yeah, I guess it is abstract. It's like it's subjective. It's abstract art, and since you said that, I like it even more now.
I'm glad I made you like it more.
Someone else's interpretation can influence another person's. That's art, and it's so cool.
This reminds. There's a game called The Creepers. Creeper. It's a tower defense game where you have to drop these nodes, and then it gets bigger and bigger. I don't know if anyone in the chat's played Creeper 1, 2, or 3, but this reminds me of that. Okay. Oh, you've heard of that one? Okay, cool.
I think they have a 4th one out now.
Yeah. It's a weird game. It's this odd tower defense game.
I have not played it, unfortunately.
Do you like you play any tower defense games, Emily?
Not really, no.
Like my favorite one is Kingdom Rush. Kingdom Rush is one of my favorite tower defense games. Cool. Creeper World, yeah. Someone in the chat knows
Creeper
it.
World, that's it.
Nice. So thank you, King Cell for life. And going on to my favorite one, that's actually been hanging around on the internet for a while, but we never got to feature it, is this Archie fan art with the top hat by Lettuce on Discord and Reddit, I believe. So thank you, Lettuce. Archie is my boy, and I will always treasure him. So thank you for making this fan art of him. It makes me so happy. I need to have it framed up on my wall or something.
It's very cute, yeah.
Yeah, this one kind of got lost on our Discord because sometimes posts on Discord, on Reddit, they get like blocked for some reason, and then we have to go in and approve them. And for some reason, this Archie post got kind of lost. So I think so we're happy that we found it again and saved it.
Yes, Archie will always be in my heart forever, whether he's in the game in the future or not. Live Archie forever.
Did anyone see the special Archie appearance on our Rock expansion Reddit page? Did anyone see that?
Oh yes, if anyone here is a fan of Archie and you haven't checked out our Rock expansion Reddit page, please do so and watch the trailer. You will enjoy it. I had a fun time making it. It's all for the Archie fans out there. So thank you, Lettuce, for making this beautiful fan art. It is my favorite so far, I think, just because I love Archie that much. So thank you. All right, and that brings us to today's code. Don't worry, people. I don't think we're going to experience technical difficulties like we did last time. So
that was a bit of a hassle.
This one is for 20 Darwinium, and hopefully just 20 Darwinium for each and every one of you. Are you ready? Or should people guess what the code is?
Yeah, what are people's guesses? What do you think this time?
Give us a clue, Emily.
I will give you a clue. It is related to the beyond. I mean, it's related to space. It's related to stars.
Pizza?
Pizza's a good guess.
Not exactly.
The pizza constellation.
Rocks would have been a good one.
That's a good one. Capybara.
I was actually thinking of capybara.
Andromeda. Interesting.
All right. Yeah, I think some people are ready. Oh, SpongeBob would be a good one.
Like, if constellations were discovered, like, right now, then all the constellations would be, like, SpongeBob, pizza.
Yeah, they'd all be named after cartoon characters. Imagine if it was, like, SpongeBob, Arnold, Cat Dog, like 90s Nickelodeon shows. Anyone here a fan of those? Ah, those are my jam.
That'd be great. Yeah, maybe we need to rename them.
Okay, so here's the code, everyone. These are all good guesses. But
none of them are right.
Yes, none of them are right. You gotta think more.
Delayed.
You gotta think more astrological. It's Aries, because that's what we're in right now. The Aries season.
Yeah.
I know that we have an Aries with us on the stream today, whose birthday is soon. Bradley. So we just want to say happy birthday ahead of time, and we hope you have a wonderful birthday.
Thank you.
So be sure to wish Bradley a happy birthday in the chat, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
So again, this code is for 20 Darwinium. So be sure to put it in your phones. You can claim it on Android and Steam. If you're on iOS, unfortunately, the ability to claim codes isn't there, but you can download Steam and create a new game on there for free, and you'll be able to claim Darwinium there so long as you transfer your iOS save into Steam and then transfer it back into your phone. So I know it's a bit of a hassle, but that's the best we can do right now. So again, that's Aries, ARIES, all caps, for 20 Darwinium. We hope you enjoy.
20 Darwinium.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All right. And we'll pull that back up at the end of the show for anyone who's coming in at the tail end. All right. And that brings us to our Q&A section. So if anyone has any questions about the Beyond, anything that they're just dying to know, if we're really going to come up with that rock expansion, now's the time to ask. So ask away. Ask us anything. You can ask us questions about ourselves as well if you want to. Just keep in mind we've been asked whether we watch anime or not every episode. So
I think it's
Just
been
put on
every
it,
episode.
I mean, I am watching a new anime now, so if people really want to know, no, it's okay.
Question. Akila asks, what will you do with the 5 contest losers?
Oh, they will be shipped off home,
Sent
and
out into the void.
we will never see them again. No, that's not true. Maybe they'll be out in the future, but I don't know. I just assume it's like a reality TV show where they're all going back home. None of them are meant to live on that island. It's not fun to live on that island. They want to be with their families. They're going back home. It's okay. They're fine. They're happy.
Says, is there a chance to get Cell to Singularity on the Nintendo Switch?
Unfortunately, not at the moment. We did a lot of exploration into doing a console build, and we were really excited about the Switch because it's got a touchscreen, and we did a controller port of it, but it sounds like Switch games you can't really do free to play on Switch. They prefer paid games, so we would have to do a premium version, which would essentially just be the same game, but it would cost like $5. So we haven't done that yet. But once we do get the Beyond out and we leave early access, we might revisit doing the consoles. I mean, it seems like everyone that has a Switch also has a cell phone, so there's a little bit of competing like devices. And someone was asking about Play More Inside was asking about early access release date. So the game still is in early access on Steam. I guess some people are waiting for it to exit. I don't like. Do some people like just not play early access games, or they wait until it's complete?
There's a big stigma around early access games, specifically on Steam. I know I'm all for early access games, but I know a lot of people wait. They'll see the game, they'll see it's in early access, they'll add it to their wish list and be like, "Oh, I'll come back to that when it fully launches." So.
Yeah, in that case, I guess we should flip the switch finally and exit early access. I think we have to decide if we're going to do it when we release Solar System, or if it's the second half of the Beyond. So those are the 2 points we'll do it. So we have to decide, but coming up soon though. So if you've been holding out to try the game, you'll get to try it soon.
How exciting! We'll have to announce it on our socials.
Or we'll just stay. Maybe we'll just stay in early access forever, guys.
Wow.
Stay in the womb.
Let me see. What other questions do we have?
Looks like we got a good selection.
On a scale of 0 to 100%, how finished is the Beyond? Says the first wing.
Good question. I think we are. Well, percentage. We're probably at 35%. However, we are going to be doing, we are hoping to be doing player beta testing maybe in about 4 weeks. And once we start doing that, we'll be updating it and getting more player feedback and kind of just start rolling towards getting something released. So a lot of how soon we can release it depends on how the player testing goes, depends on if the game's fun. So we're going to discover some of that stuff soon. But we are closer than we've ever been, and our whole team is focusing on this right now. So I know it's taken a long time and people are waiting, but it is on the way. One question for you guys, because we're thinking about splitting it up into 2 pieces, releasing the solar system and then releasing these the expanse, or like going out into the civilization side of it. Would you guys prefer us finish both of those at the same time, or would you be okay with releasing the solar system first and then doing the space mining Dyson Sphere stuff second? Like if we have like 2 parts that get released one at a time.
We have a very important question from Try. Pineapple on pizza?
Ooh.
That's a yes from me.
Wait, what's the question?
Pineapple on pizza.
I'll eat it, but I won't order it.
I like pineapple on pizza. It's not my favorite. I prefer mushrooms.
There you go. There's your answer, Try. We've had a couple of questions asking if we're going to add insects or insectoids to the game.
Yes, please. I mean,
Yeah.
not anytime soon, but it is on the cards. It's actually on our roadmap, which we also need to update. But our roadmap is available on Reddit. It might be a little buried, which is why we need to update it. But it's on the chart of our list of updates that we would like to do in the future. But yes, is up there, so chances are we'd be releasing insects alongside crustaceans.
And Maya Shepherd actually has a follow-up question for that. If we did do a bug expansion, would there be a accessibility option for people with arachnophobia to change the model? I know Grounded actually did a very good arachnophobia slider, because Grounded has a bunch of like huge spiders, because you're like playing this like character who's like super small, and like they're like in a back garden, and the spiders are massive, but if you turn the slider down, they just turn into like little like spheres. Like that's it. They don't have any legs, they don't have any texture. It's just spheres that you can do, and you can change that depending on how bad your arachnophobia is, which is really interesting.
That's pretty cool. Honestly, like that's such an interesting feature, and I didn't even think about that because I mean, I have lepidopterophobia. So I'm like, well, does that mean we would have to like censor not just spiders, but like all of the insects, like have the option to censor all of them? Because I'm sure there are people out there who have a fear of all different kinds of insects. I mean, they are strange, so I understand that. It might be a bit excessive, but yeah, I mean, if it was popularly requested enough, it would be cool to see how we would implement that.
I'm just reading the chat. It looks like people are fine with the separate options, so we might split it up just to get, and that'll allow us to get the solar system out sooner, which we really want to get out. So that may be what we do. I saw somebody asked a few times, are there going to be aliens in space? So I don't know yet. We're not sure about aliens. The As cool as aliens are, we just haven't met any aliens. Like we haven't seen any. We don't know. Like we've been looking out into space, and we haven't seen any aliens yet. So
It would be diving kind of into fiction, even though
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
personally believe there is an advanced life out there. We just wouldn't know what to, like, how would you even start to design that? It's a very
Yes,
yeah,
we
it's a very complicated process.
we would have to do heavy research to see what people have like uncovered so far and what are the possibilities. I mean, I know done we've been considering things about like theoretical evolution and like it just I don't know. It's just it's so unknown, but that's a good question for our researcher Nisa. I'm sure she's been thinking about that a lot.
it's a giant alien and arachnids in the beyond.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the problem with the problem with aliens is that the moment we put aliens in the game, it becomes all about aliens, and then we really want to talk about the details of like just the specific like elements of life on Earth and just all the details of the galaxy and the phenomena there. So it just opens up a lot of questions that we might not be able to answer. Will the aliens control simulation? Now that's a good question.
Aliens.
Alien.
I noticed that someone was very passionately asking about when primates are coming out. I think this is something our team has been thinking about a lot, and we were wondering whether we should try and get primates out before the Beyond Phase 1 or after. And I think right now our focus is on the Beyond Phase 1 because we know you're all really excited for that expansion, and we want to get it to you guys as soon as possible. So we are holding off on primates until after the Beyond Phase 1 is out.
Yeah, I think we gotta wait. We get very distracted, and we need to do the space expansion first.
Yes.
So first things first.
I think we made the right decision. It's
No
okay.
more, no more random features.
No rocks. Sorry. Not
No
yet.
more, no more fake, no more April Fool's jokes. So we're gonna get serious. It's time to get serious, guys.
Oh, we've been getting serious. Don't worry.
We're gonna make the beyond.
We have a question here saying, will we get a main storyline for the game?
Ooh, I like that question.
Yes, we're also working on that right now too. If you have taken a look at the story journal, you'll know that Semblance is, well, she's running this research experiment, and it's still not clear why she is, but she kind of transcends. I guess she goes into a singularity moment, and she's kind of transcending reality at this point. So we're trying to align that. Like, why does she want to go out into space? Like, is she worried about her own extinction? So we're hoping to answer some of those questions and continue that storyline.
Yeah. Let's see. Will there be any small updates for the Beyond?
We might do a primer about astronomy. Nisa, who's doing a lot of the research, has collected like 30 different items that are about astronomy. Things like when we discover the moons, or different telescopes or observatories, and we might do the history of astronomy, and then that'll be on the main civilization tree. But some of those things will unlock things in the solar system. So we might try to get that in soonish. We have to talk about it. But that, since we're not doing primates first, we might do this astronomy thing because it's also about the beyond. The oval-shaped planets, maybe. What?
Yeah.
Do we have any more questions?
Emily, this is a question. What is your reaction towards the reaction of us about the rock update April Fool's joke?
Oh.
It's kind of meta.
I think overall people seem to really like it. And they weren't fooled for the most part, which honestly I was kind of expecting. But also I was sad that a lot of people were just really excited because they thought it was real.
Yeah, there was a lot of people.
I was like, oh no, there were more people who wanted a rock expansion than I realized. I mean, it was either that or we when we were considering what to do for April Fools, a couple of us were like, should we pretend the Beyond is coming out? And we were like, no, that's mean. So we were like, let's do rocks. So I think that was the better call. I think people had a fun time with it. Some people said it was their favorite April Fool's joke that they'd seen that day. So I call it a win.
Matt's Despats, do we get more animals when reaching levels in the beyond, just like the Mesozoic Valley? Yeah, we're debating how to do that, because it always feels good when you do work in a bubble universe or separate section to unlock stuff on the main tree. So we're gonna do our best to have unlocks that kind of crossover. So we're trying to figure that out. But it probably will not be animals. It'll probably be more technology related because it's more tech. Also, it's unclear what's going to happen to the Mars section because you do unlock Mars on the main civilization tree. We'll probably keep that there, but we might actually gate it, so you have to do play a little bit in the. You might have to unlock Mars first before you can actually unlock the Mars tech tree on the civilization tree. So there's a lot of kind of back and forth. Oh, how will the Beyond start? That's a good question too. We think for the solar system, we're going to test it out. We're going to test out the entryway at early civilizations. So maybe in the Neolithic Age or the Iron Age, we'll have a kind of a portal similar to the rock that takes you into the solar system. This also means for players that are completely new that start the game like if you just start the game fresh, you would have to play up to civilization and get to like the Iron Age. Then you'd get access to astronomy, and you could enter into the solar system. So we want to keep it more front loaded, so before the singularity you can get in there.
I think we have time for probably 2 or 3 more questions.
Cool. Will there be more prestige nodes?
What kind of prestige? I mean, we can add more speed ones. I know people have tons and tons of metabits. We're a little unsure of how to allow you to spend them, so we probably should add something where you can just spend more metabits. So we'll, yeah, we should add some more. sorry, there's nothing else to buy.
Maya asks, will you add achievements for the cyborgs and such during Beyond Phase 1?
Probably not. We're still trying to decide what to do with the cyborgs, because we might have, like, once we do the Beyond section, are things like cyborgs and future humans, is that going to be in the Beyond section, or is it still going to be on the main tree? We don't know. That's why we never added achievements there. There are going to be a lot of achievements in the solar system section, so you'll be unlocking a lot of facts there. Do you play your own game? Yes, it's the only game I play.
How many hours do you have on?
I've got over
Steam?
I've got over 1,000 on Steam.
Wow.
But I don't know. I'm not sure why it's that high, because it must, when I'm working on it, it must clock those hours somehow. I'm not sure.
Honestly, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised that it's not more hours.
Yeah, I'm also surprised it's not more.
But I don't. But I'm usually playing it in Unity, which is our game engine.
Right, yeah.
And then
that would probably make sense.
Yeah, I'm sure it's much higher then.
A lot of hours.
All right, I think that might be it. Do we want to show the code again?
Yeah, let's
For
show the
people
code
who
one more
are-
time.
The code.
If anyone is coming in late, our code for this month is Aries. ARIES, all caps. And it's for 20 Darwinium.
Oh, I'm the computer lunch person.
Yes. Oh, we didn't. Oh, we didn't introduce ourselves this time. Yes, that's Andrew.
Who are you?
He's Mr. Computer Lunch. And then above him is Bradley, or Hype, on Discord. He's our head mod. And I'm Emily. I am the community manager on our social pages that aren't Discord. So anyone who doesn't know us, it's nice to meet you. All right.
Yeah,
So
we appreciate everyone tuning in to the show and sticking by. It's really nice to see the viewership kind of just go up every stream, which is really, really cool.
Seriously, yeah. We've come such a far way in just a year on Twitch. It's been really fun being able to provide you guys with this information behind the scenes and what we're working on, and just to see your reactions and hear your feedback. It's been very valuable to us, and also it means a lot to us as well. So thanks everyone for always tuning in, and thanks for coming to check out our stream today. And we'll see you next month in May, first Friday. I believe that's the 7th, if I'm not mistaken, but there's a chance I could be wrong. But it'll be the first Friday of May will be our next stream. And by then, we'll probably have some more Beyond footage to share with you, because we're planning to do lots of internal testing for it this month.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us, and also want to thank our Discord mods too, Adita and Sir H, keeping it down. Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, and don't forget to vote for your favorite on Natural Selection Island this upcoming Monday. It's the peacock, the bat, and the capybara. Go capybara! But yeah, thanks everyone.
Cool.
We hope you have a good day.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye everybody.